Hello, today we shall look at the zone 2 of the blow room line, and that is the coarse cleaning machines. So we have already seen the concept of cleaning and also the concept of opening already. So we shall now again revise the blow room zones to achieve the objects listed in the blow room. Um, Rather, the objects of blow room, the machines, to fulfill all these objects, the machine can be roughly divided into 6 zones, as we have already seen. Machines for bale opening, machines for coarse cleaning, machines for blending, machines for intermediate cleaning, machines for fine cleaning, and machines for card feeding. And in this particular lecture, we are going to look at the machines for coarse cleaning. So, introduction to coarse cleaning zone. The machines in this zone, that is before the coarse cleaning zone, they have created large quantity of tufts of large surface areas. The opening machines themselves do not clean these surfaces either because they are not fitted with cleaning devices or because such devices, whenever fitted, cannot eliminate a large amount of impurities due to the high throughput of the material. So the bale openers themselves are not efficient enough to clean the material, although they are good at opening them, because either there are the cleaning devices are not fit on them into that particular machine, or since the machine production is very high, large amount of impurities cannot be removed. So let us just have a comparative graph over here with the old cleaner, the new UniClean, that is by Ritter. So we are seeing the cleaning capacity of a high performance pre-cleaner compared with that of an old pre-cleaner. So if you look at this graph here, we see that the old cleaner, here we are seeing here the fiber loss, and this is the trash percentage that is there. If we compare this with the modern UniClean, we see that the overall cleaning efficiency, or rather the cleaning efficiency or the performance of this machine is higher as compared to the old cleaner. This was around, say, maybe 75, and this happens to be around 95. And if you analyze the trash that has been removed or other cleaning that has happened over here, we can see that even the fiber loss in the new machine has reduced drastically, and at the same time we can see that the trash content in the total waste that is removed has also increased as compared to the old cleaner. So high performance bale opening machines will require high performance coarse cleaning machine after them in the sequence, since old cleaners will not be able to clean efficiently. So if we are going to have modern bale opening machines, then we must also have modern coarse cleaning machines to help them clean better. So striking features of the coarse cleaning machines are that one would find in these machines the feed is in free flight. The striker elements are widely spaced on the operating rollers or the drums. The opening effect is very small since the previous zone has adequately prepared the material for this zone by opening it. So opening has already happened. So these machines will not have elements that would be helpful in opening much, but it will be more focused towards cleaning. The machine in this zone are therefore very basic in their design and efficient only in their own positions in the blow room sequence of machines. So as we have already discussed this, we must remember that each machine is constructed in such a way that they are effective and efficient only in their own position in the blow room sequence. Because as we can see here, for example, in the coarse cleaning section, the striker elements will be widely spaced. So if this is the feature of this particular or construction of this machine in this zone, then one cannot switch its place with any other machine in zone maybe 4 or 5, and so on. It has to be placed exactly in the same zone for which it is constructed. So one cannot change the position. So machines in the coarse cleaning zone are one of the following will be installed in the blow room sequence for coarse cleaning. So different manufacturers provide different models, and any one of the following will be, you'll find one of them in the sequence. So in the conventional sequence, we can find a step cleaner. In the modern, slightly modern one, one may find dual cleaner by Marzoli or AxiFlow by Trutzler. and one may also find B12 Uniclean by Ritter. So these are all the 2, 3, 4 mentioned here are modern machines in the coarse cleaning area, whereas step cleaner was a conventional machine. So we shall take a look at each of these machines, the construction and working. So step cleaner, it being a conventional machine in the conventional blow room line, this is how it works. The material falls in the hopper, feed hopper here at the bottom, and passes to the first beater and is transported upwards. There are 6 beaters here, each having 4 rows of profiled bars. The material will, the roller here will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, taking the material upwards and dragging them over the grid bars, or either dragging them or striking them on the grid bars and trying to remove whatever trash particles that can be released from the material. So it will pass over these profiled bars, um, uh, profile barred beaters, and it will try to move upwards, just like the inclined spike lattice. The angle is also 45 degrees. So the beaters are arranged at a 45-degree angle to the horizontal. Elimination of impurities takes place during the passage of material over the grids arranged under each beater except the last one. So if you observe carefully here, the grid bars are arranged below all the 5 beaters except the last one. The step cleaner has baffle plates A between each beater. We can see here there's a in the diagram we see a line here. These are nothing but baffle plates, and they're marked as A. Between each beater one you'll find that at the top, and this helps in allowing the air currents around the beater to pass the material upwards to the next beater. Otherwise the material would have got stuck here among the beater and would have rotated at the same place. So just by having these baffle plate, it helps in transferring the material to the next beater, which results in efficient cleaning. The speeds of the beaters and the grids are adjustable. So the grid bars, we have seen the adjustments in the earlier lecture, how they can be done with respect to spacing, angle, as well as distance from the beater. So those adjustments are possible even here. So we can see these baffle plates here, and we come to the Deo Cleaner by Marzoli, um, and this is the sketch of this internal arrangement of this particular beater, Deo Cleaner, and we can see double cleaning rulers are there. There are independent adjustable grids. Then there is a bucket wheel lock. We shall see what it is, and there's a control panel. Um, so the material enters at the center of the first beater. So let us see how the material passes through the beater when it is fed. It enters at the center of the first beater. So if this we consider as the first beater, it is entering here. It is entering perpendicular to the axis of the beater. If this is the axis of the beater, it is entering at a perpendicular, and it is split into two flows that are processed separately by the two halves of the two beaters. So whatever material total is being fed, they get divided into two, split into two flows, and they enter the beater. Each flow of the material rotates 4 times around the first semi beater. So around this, as we can see shown by yellow and blue here, only half is shown here. It will enter and it will rotate around this particular beater, and it will be passed on to the next beater, and again it will pass around a second beater 4 times, and then it will come out. So and another 4 times around the second semi beater due to special deviators. So there will be something similar to the baffle plates, or they are also known as deviators, which will help in directing the material in this fashion. The two flows of material then rejoin at the center of the second beater. So once it spirals around the first beater 4 turns on either side for each splitted flow is finished, then it will go to the second beater. It will finish its next 4 rounds each, and together they will join here when they're coming out of the machine. So this is how again the flows join, and then they are passed on to the next machine. So the number or the code that is given here is B390L Deo Cleaner, allows to achieve outstanding cleaning and productivity outcomes because of the following reasons. So before that, let us just take a look at the side view of this particular machine. These are the two rollers. although it looks in a two-dimensional figure, we are not able to actually understand the passage of material. Although we have seen it in the earlier diagram, the material enters and it takes spirals around these beater in two split flows, and it is passed from one beater to the other, and then finally it is exiting the machine. So we can see here, one here is the dust separator through which the material will first enter, and then you have two marked here. These are the double cleaning rolls. We must take a note of the direction of the roller. It is rotating in, both are rotating in the clockwise direction, and independent adjustable grids are there, which is marked as 3 here. Then there is a bucket wheel lock, that means this is for removal of trash, and there is a control panel to control all the functions of this machine. So now it is able to achieve outstanding cleaning and productivity because the material is basically split into two flows, which entails that each section of the 2 beater processes a relatively small amount of material in a particular unit time. So since the material gets split amongst themselves at the first beater level itself as soon as it enters, the beater has to deal with small amounts, and it is able to clean better. So the material also makes 8 turns around the beater, which is the highest number among competitor openers. So if you compare it with other openers that are available in the market, um, this gives you the highest number of turns around the beater, and it is expected to clean better. The first and the second beater have different point densities. Again, one can have a variation in the point densities, that is the number of striker blades that are there on each beater. One can have a difference. We can have a higher point density in the case of a second beater once slight opening is already done by the first beater. One can also have different speeds as well as different settings of the grid bars within the machine. So the machine has a progressive opening action for a more gentle treatment of the fibers and a thorough cleaning activity. Now one must observe here that it gives a gentle treatment because whatever feeding is happening, it is happening in free flight. There is no feeding device, and that is why one of the reasons for this gentle treatment is because we are feeding the material in free flight. So coming to AxiFlow, which is the machine offered by Trutzler, it is a relatively older version of the machine, but it is similar to the Marzoli machine, which is a Deo cleaner, and only the entry and exit of the material is slightly different as compared to the earlier machine. So let us take a look at that. This is the side view of the AxiFlow, and we can see one entry point here, and this is the side view of that Trutzler AxiFlow. And this beater, if we were to look at the from the side, there's one more beater behind this, and material enters along the axis, or rather parallel to the axis of the beater, and it will spiral around the both the beaters, and there is an outlet over here. So this is how the passage goes. In the earlier one, it was the material was coming perpendicular to the beater, spiraling and moving out, whereas here it is going, the material is entering along the axis of the beater and then exiting from the opposite side. The system comprises two rotating beaters having 6 to 8 rows of spikes with flattened edges, which perform cleaning actions, and a series of grid bars positioned below the beater. The feed material enters the machine in a direction parallel to the beater axis and spirals around the beater many times before it passes out of the machine on the opposite side. So as we have already seen, before it passes out on the other side, it will spiral many times around this beater. Again, there will be baffle plates which will help the material spiral around these cylinders, and only after a few spirals are completed around these beaters, the material will be allowed to exit. The feed and exit openings of the AxiFlow are not along the same line but are offset. As we can see here, if this is the inlet, the outlet is somewhere placed higher over here. In that, that's because if the material were to just simply enter through this and the outlet would have been exactly opposite this, the material would have just simply passed through without even spiraling around the beaters. So the entry and the exit are slightly offset. Otherwise the material would just flow through the machine without any spiraling around the beaters. So, and this what we can see here is the trash box below, and this is the grid bars. This is the side view, and this is maybe the front view of this particular machine. So we can go a little bit into detail. This is the two-dimensional side view. The large tufts follow a spiral path around the beater to the outlet and make contact with the projection on the pins on the rotating beater surface several times along a spiral. The tufts are then struck against the grid bars to eject coarse trash particles. Since the tufts are struck on the grid bars, the trash will always fall below into the trash box here and will be removed. And as the material is entering the machine, here there is a condenser which will suck out maybe dust particles and some amount of trash here as it is entering. And after being processed by this AxiFlow, it will exit. So this is a newer version of Trutzler machine. It is known as a P-Cleaner CLP. So the speed range of the beater varies from 400 to 600 RPM. The system is used as a first cleaning stage for cotton tufts with a high trash content and therefore receives tufts from the automatic bale opener. Since this is the first cleaning zone after the automatic bale opener or the bale opening zone, it will remove the heavier or the coarser trash content over here. And one more thing that needs to be observed here since is that since opening has already thoroughly done in the bale opening zone, here uh, we are feeding the material in free flight again, so that we get a gentle treatment to the fibers. So a similar construction here we come to the reater machine, which is known as B12 Uniclean, and one can see it is almost similar. The only difference is that instead of two beaters there is only one beater here. So let us see the parts one by one. One is marked as a cleaning cylinder, that is this, it's the cleaning cylinder. Then 2 is marked as the cleaning grid, that is the grid which is below here. Then 3 is the airlock cylinder. In the video, this particular airlock cylinder will become clear as we see in the next slide. Then feed material, which is marked as 4, material is being fed via this transport duct from the previous zone, that is a bale opening. And then the material will enter, it will spiral around the single or the mono cylinder here, and material will be exited after a few spirals via this particular duct here marked as 5. Then it goes to the, this is the exhaust air to the filter. So whatever suction is happening in this particular beater, that is going to the filter. And 7 is another outlet or exit for waste removal. So with this understanding of the basic working of the machine, let us see how it works. Material rotates 5 times around the beater as against 3 times in the case of Rita's monocylinder cleaner. The earlier version that of Rita's was monocylinder cleaner. In that the material would spiral only 3 times, whereas some developments have happened in the machine, and in the case of B12 Uniclean, it spirals up to around 5 times around the beater and always presents new surface to the grid while passing over them. So every time when we are presenting new surfaces to the grid, better cleaning is possible. There is a specially designed perforated sheet over which the material is passed, and the air suction is efficient in dedusting. So another feature that has been added in this particular machine is that there is a perforated sheet over which the material is passed during while entering. We shall see that again in the video. And there is an air suction which is very efficient in dedusting or removing dust from this material. So whatever the modern blow room sequence is there, in that it has been taken care at every stage that wherever possible dedusting of the material must happen. So the first stage we can see here in B12 Uniclean, dedusting um, feature has been added. There is also an airlock cylinder that ensures that good fibers are not lost from being sucked through the grid during waste removal. So we shall see this system shortly. It is known as a airlock cylinder, and it ensures that good fibers are not lost during waste removal. So with this, let us take a look at this particular video here. So we can see material is entering the machine from the previous bale opening zone. will enter, it will spiral around the beater. Production is 2400 kgs per hour, up to 90% cleaning efficiency. As the material is passing over this, we can see all the features of this. These are the cards that are shown. This is the automatic bail opener, which we have already seen. Material enters via transport ducts into this machine. One can see here there's a suction applied here as the material is entering, so dedusting is happening. The material will enter, it will spiral around the beater around 5 times. The trash is being removed below the grid bars, and as we go on increasing the roller speed, we can see that more trash is removed. Also, the angle of the grid bar will matter. If we change the angle and if we present a pointed cross section towards the roller, more amount of trash can be removed. One can see here this airlock system where the trash gets removed, and every intermittently this material trash is coming into this bottom chamber, and then it is sucked out. If there would have been a suction there, in that case it would have interfered with the cleaning, and the good fibers would have been lost. So again, we are seeing that with the change in the assortment or the type of bale, this machine is able to adapt itself and clean accordingly. So with this, we come to the observations of all the machines in zone 2. An important observation is that in all the machines discussed above, that is zone 2 machines of the blow room, the material is fed in free flight. This is a feature of all the machines that we have just seen, and all are zone 2 machines. And this is done because without, if it is done without, feeding is done without any kind of feeding device like clamped feed, which we had seen earlier. Like we can have a roller over roller, or two rollers and a feed plate and a roller, or maybe pedals and a roller. So either of the three is not used here. None of them is used, and we are using feeding in free flight because we want a gentle treatment to be given to the fibers here, because we know that already the bale opening zone has done a thorough job of opening the material to a large extent, and this zone is specifically focused on cleaning the coarse particles from the material that is being fed. The point densities are also low, and therefore the pins or the strikers are spaced at a wider distance to allow for gentle treatment. So every time we should observe that there is a focus or there is a stress on gentle treatment, since a thorough opening has already been achieved in the first zone, that is a bale opening zone. So let us see what has been, what are the machines that we have seen up till now. We have seen two zones. One is the bale opening. Under bale opening, under conventional, we have seen hopper bale breaker and hopper feeder. These are the machines that would have been there if it was a conventional line. In the case of Trutzler line, they have offered Blendomat BO, which is an automatic bale opener. And under Reater, they are offering Uniflock B12. Then when we come to the zone 2, that is coarse cleaning zone. In the conventional, one would normally find a step cleaner there. In the case of a Trutzler line, we find pre-cleaners, modern and old versions. One of the older versions is AxiFlow here. And under modern, you'll find the Cleanomat, one of those versions over here. Whereas Reater offers Uniclean B50. So one can have this kind of placement in the blow room line. So what next? The individual components must, since it has been opened and also cleaned to a large extent, now now the stage has been reached where it can be thoroughly mixed or blended to obtain a homogeneous mixture. So under this, majorly we shall be looking at the machine by Trutzler, which is MPM Multimixer, and another machine offered by Reater, which is Unimix B70. So with this, small introduction to what is expected in the coming lectures, now we can end this lecture over here. Thank you very much.